Okay, here's what I'm up to today with my still low voice. Programming Blackjack. Right now it's just running off this little board. Eventually this LCD will be on that board, and everything I'm going to show you on the screen is going to print to the LCD instead of printing to the screen. And then eventually it's going to be on this little color touch display. Hit here, miss here, whatever. Or hit here or stand here. So let's run the program. So I've got a bunch of program code. I got things to check for aces, things to deal cards, things to shuffle cards, things to check if the dealer has blackjack, the player has blackjack. All these things have to be thought out. So we're going to run this code. And it says I'm in the shuffle function. Sorry for the glare. I'm leaving the shuffle function. That shuffles the cards. I'm in the deal function. I just dealt cards. So the player has 14. He has these two cards. Normally the dealer's going to hide a card, but I show everything right now because I'm still debugging. So right now the player's got 16 and the dealer has 14. And in blackjack, of course, the dealer, if he has less than 17, he has to hit, which we'll get to. So I'm leaving the deal function. I've dealt those cards. I'm leaving that function. I'm going to go check, see if the player has a blackjack. It calls another function that does that. So the player does not have a blackjack, and it leaves that function. Then it goes to an ace check. The ace check is if any card is an ace, it's going to start as an 11, but if we bust and we have an ace, we're going to subtract 1 from our ace counter and take 10 off of our total, and then check again to see if we busted. If we still do, then we're going to check for another ace, and if we have one, we'll take 10 off and check again. If we don't, then we actually did bust. So right now, I don't have any code written for if I actually take a card, so I have to put a no here. I have to put N. And now it continues through. It says player pressed N. I'm going to go to the dealer blackjack. Now we're going to check and see if the dealer has a blackjack. Well, dealer doesn't in this case because dealer's got, sorry, it's going to scroll. Dealer has 14. So we're going to leave that function. And we determined the dealer needs to take a card because he's under 16. He actually has 14. If that's the case, we're going to call the dealer 3 function, which is a third card for the dealer function. Shows my cards again, shows his cards. Now he drew a 5 of hearts, his total's 19. Now he has to stand. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to see if the dealer busted. If he did, we'll check for aces, do that work that I just described. So it says I'm in the dealer bust function. I'm going into the dealer bust function. I'm in it. I'm leaving it. This is the only way where I can tell what the program's doing at any time is by printing these statements out. I'm going to go, let's see. I'm going to see if the player won. And I'm going to check if the player's total is over the dealer's total. So the dealer had 19 and I had 14 or 16, whatever that is. Since I don't have any code written for taking the third card yet. So in this case, the dealer won. It leaves the dealer win function. It will, let's see. Okay, so then it knows that the game's over. It's going to go through, it's going to reset all the variables to 0, and it's going to start again. Shuffle, deal some cards. My hand's an 8, his is a 14. Goes through the same process, checks for a player blackjack, checks for aces. Do you want a card or no? So I'm pretty happy with this right now. I'm going to finish the dealer. I think I'm only going to have to add a dealer 4th card, maybe a 5th card. It's very rare, but it happens that a dealer might pick a 2, get dealt a 2, a 3, a 4, a 5, a 6. It'd still be under 17. So have to do that. And then I'll work on the player side. And then once the code's all written, I can change all these serial print lines like you have up here. Serial print, you win. Serial print this, serial print that, to LCD print. And then we print down here. And then I have no idea how I'm going to get it on the color screen, but that's another day.